It covers all, it ticks all the boxes, and again, the old chiller wrap around it as well.
Yeah.
You need it chilled, don't you?
Yeah, and we keep mentioning the word preparation in everything that you do, and I think that's it. You need to prepare your food in advance, get this in the fridge good and early. Let's face it, you can never have your wine too cold on a picnic. By the time you've got there, it's going to warm up a little, even with your cooler bags and stuff. So making sure it's nice and cold. There's nothing worse than a warm glass of white or rosé, is there?
You mentioned the sparkling there. I mean, the sparkling and the strawberries, that's a combination made in heaven, isn't it? It just works.
It is. And because this is also kind of a lovely kind of light fruity flavour, then, in fact, I can't think of anything we've got in here that actually doesn't work with it, to be honest. Yeah.
Yeah, well, they're all great, and we'll come back and talk some more about those in just a moment. I no doubt there's some questions that you may have about the wine, so we'll take those. But in the meantime, Claire, thank you for your question. Claire says, curled sandwiches, here we go, sweaty pork pie, not very inspiring. What's the best picnic food to take on a journey which won't spoil before you get it out?
OK, I think if you're going to go on simple things, then I think char grilling chicken is a really good thing to do. We've already mentioned kind of things like cold cuts and smoked meats, which are great. And then things like sushi are a really good thing to do. And sushi is dead simple to make.
That scares people though, doesn't it, sushi?
It does, but people always think that sushi is actually raw fish, and sushi actually means vinegared rice. So you could do a vegetarian sushi, or sushi with smoked salmon in, which of course is going to have no raw fish at all, is a great thing to do. And sushi is dead easy. You buy the nori sheets, which all the supermarkets sell now, which is roasted seaweed. The rice itself, you cook the rice in the normal way, make sure it's sushi rice, you add vinegar and sugar to that. You lay that onto the top of your nori sheets, put your smoked salmon or your veggies down the middle, roll it up, and then basically just wrap it up and leave it. And you can always carve it on the day, so it transports really well, keep it cool, and it's a cracking thing to have on your picnic.
And looks very designer, doesn't it?
It does. Well, the thing is, it is all about presentation. You know, we've gone to a big load of effort with this here today. You go out on your picnic and just that little bit of time, so you've got, like, you know, a decent rug to do, you've got nice bits of crockery, even if it's kind of, you buy fantastic plastic stuff nowadays, all of it looks good. It makes a massive difference.
Location is the other thing. You were saying right at the beginning, we're going to go for a picnic, let's just go out somewhere. And people, there was a survey, and the most extraordinary places that people go on picnic.
People like a B road.
Yeah, a B road is very nice, isn't it?
Yeah, but it is weird. I mean, I remember being in the Lake District and seeing a couple sitting at the side of the road, facing that way, and if they'd literally turned 180 degrees, Lake Windermere's there, but they're watching the Ford Fiestas and the Juggernauts going past, and it is kind of quite bizarre what people will do. But I think the thing is, I think we're always a little bit scared that if you go somewhere on a picnic and the weather turns bad, you think, what am I going to do if I'm in the middle of nowhere? But we're British, for goodness sake. You know, we know how to deal with bad weather. And I think if you go out to any part of our beautiful British countryside or coastline, then even if you only manage an hour and the weather turns bad, if you've got nice food, nice wine, and you sit in your car but you've got a spectacular view, then does it really matter whether it's raining or not?
Listen, I surprised someone, we were talking just beforehand, because the survey also says that some people actually prefer curry on a picnic, which I've done.
Have you?
I've actually done that, yeah.
Tell me, because I'm intrigued. You're the first person that said they have.
This is not being prepared at all. This is, I've got no food, the shop's shut, and the curry house is open. Takeaway curry. So put all the lids in, everything's in the takeaway bag, inside the hamper thing, got it all out, and there's people going, oh, that smells great, you know.
That's quite cool. Because I always imagined, because I was kind of quite scared when I read that on the survey, that it meant that people were actually buying ready meals, microwaving them and putting them in a flask.
Oh, terrible. No, couldn't be doing with that.
Yeah, but there were some of the weird things on there. I mean, I think the disappointing thing really on the survey was that most of the things in the top 10 were all bought in, like bargees and crab. There was nothing prepared, and I think it's really nice if you can make your own food on a picnic. It does make such a difference, and it doesn't take a load of time. I mean, the things we've mentioned already, all of them are very, very simple, and all of them just get you in the kitchen using fresh food, using local food ideally, and it just makes the whole occasion better. And I think this survey is all about kind of re-energising the whole picnic thing, that instead of it being just eating in a different location, the whole event becomes important. The preparation, the wine that you're going to take, the place that you're going to go, the people that you're going to go with, it makes it so much more exciting.
Now here's the thing, I'm looking down here at the pit of bread, and we've got these bits of celery and carrots and olives down there, look fantastic. And I look at that and I don't think British picnic when I think of that. I think of Mediterranean food, which is where we've gone. We've gone into Mediterranean food, haven't we, really?
Yeah. I think one of the great things about Britain is the fact that we embrace multiculturalism more so than anywhere else. You know, we say, yeah, well, you know what, we'll have a bit of that, we'll have a bit of kind of Thai influence, we'll have a bit of Mediterranean influence, and we take it all on board, and we love it all. And of course, travel enables us to do that as well. You know, you come back from Greece, you think, you know what, we had fantastic pita bread and we had hummus there. Then you go to Thailand, think we had like spicy curries. Wherever you go, we tend to bring things back and use it in Britain. Whereas lots of other cultures in Western Europe, particularly, will say no. We only eat our cuisine. That's what we have. And I think, you know, we love experimenting with things. Though, having said that, I'm glancing down at those pork pies thinking, nothing better than a good pork pie.
We're going to be having one of those in just a second, I know we are. Barry, I think Barry's back again. I think sparkling rosé is the new champagne. It's not pretentious and it tastes great.
I think he's absolutely right. You know, champagne is expensive. Cost champagne goes higher and higher and higher. Yeah. And there are some magnificent kind of sparkling wines on the market. Pink champagne is one of the fastest growing champagnes. All rosé wines, it's the fastest growing sector of the wine trade. And then the sparkling stuff is really kind of getting up there. You know, we're buying more and more of it. It's good and fruity. It's light. I think it's not a serious wine in a very nice way, if you know what I mean. It isn't pretentious at all, like Barry says. It's just fun, and it goes with so many things.
I love the whole colour of all of this. I'm just looking at all of this in front of us, and oranges and greens. I mean, people say we should eat different colours anyway from a health perspective, but just from a colour perspective, I mean, you eat with your eyes first of all. You want to get tucked into this, don't you? Because it looks colourful. Yeah,
this is so much nicer than seeing, like, you know, a white and yellow egg and cress sandwich or a meat paste sandwich, like you know, like we had when we were kids. This is all about colour, and I think that again, it all comes back to the whole thing we've been saying all along. It's all about preparation. Put time into getting fresh fruit. I mean, look at these colours. The strawberries look magnificent. The tangerines look magnificent. All of these colours just add to the whole essence of it being exciting.
Well, there's plenty of colour here, including some great rosés as well. Where can people get the recipes? You were talking about bits and pieces there that people could do. Have you got some ideas that people can go for?
Yep, I've got loads and loads of recipes. The website is colourofsummer.co.uk or .com. Loads of recipes on there, loads of ideas, loads of information about the wines as well, and just great stuff on there.
All right. Well, if people want more information on all of this, that's where they've got to go to. Reminder again, it's colourofsummer.com. Just go onto that and you'll find all the information there with some of Simon's top tips for your colourful summer. And of course, if you're feeling extraordinarily romantic, Barry, you could always take one of these for her as well. But
it ain't going to work, that is it?
It's not going to work. You're going to need more than that. You're going to need some good home-cooked food. Simon, thank you very much indeed for joining us. We're going to get stuck into a couple of strawberries or so, and we'll see you next time. Bye-bye.